Hey, good morning. Today's daily walk. It's going to come from a small excerpt that I read a couple years ago in Grant Cardone's book, 10X. And he makes a point as far as taking full responsibility. Anything that happens to you, you take full responsibility. He goes as far as, I believe, there's a quote in the book, and he says, if you're rear-ended, you're responsible, you're fully responsible. And I remember reading that, and I'm like, dude, I have been rear-ended. And it wasn't my fault. And there lies the discrepancy. He didn't say fault. He said responsibility. And I think so many of us are slowing down our gain train. We're on our entrepreneur train and it's going 100 miles an hour, and then, something comes up, a cog in the wheel, a horse gets in the middle of the tracks, or something that would force us to slow down. And instead of saying, hey, I am responsible to get that horse out of the track, to fix that cog in the wheel, and get this thing back to 100 miles an hour, we're too busy blaming the engineer for not seeing the horse, or blaming the driver for not seeing the horse, blaming the engineer for not, checking the wheel first. We're too busy assigning fault. Well, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. And we're telling our investors, it's not my fault this happened. Or, we're telling our clients, it's not my fault this happened. No. You tell your investors, I am fully responsible. I am working hard to get this going and get this train back at 100 miles an hour. You tell your clients, you know what? We had a hiccup. I'm fully responsible. I'm taking care of it. We're going to get you the products and services delivered on time for you. Full responsibility. And what happens when you stop assigning fault and, maybe the fault is yours. Maybe it really is. Maybe you didn't set your alarm clock or whatever and you were late and the fault is yours. Still, you're responsible. Don't just start beating yourself up. Oh, it's all my fault. I suck. And definitely don't start pointing the finger at someone else and saying, well, hey, my wife was supposed to set the alarm. It's her fault. And, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that negativity. They might pretend to empathize with you for a second, but at the end of the day, they want to hear you are a responsible entrepreneur and you are going to get it done and do what it takes to get it done for them. So empower yourself. And don't use the F word. Get rid of the F word and take on the R word. Get rid of blame, get rid of fault, and start taking on full responsibility for everything in your life. And you're going to see a turnaround as quick as possible. Your train is going to get back on 100 miles an hour and you're going to be empowered. You're not going to have the anxiety. You're not going to have the stress. So that is our daily walk. You guys tear it up today. Have a great day.